Welcome to the Straight Facts Podcast. It's your boy Big Homie .cc. I got Crip with me, my brother, and I got my brother Hippy, fresh in town. It's episode number 3. I appreciate y'all showing so much love and support. And we're going to get right into it, man. So our first topic we're going to speak on today is, are the streets dead? Is street code over with? We just seen a situation where Lil Durk got picked up. Federal charges, murder for hire, conspiracy to murder. We seen Diddy get picked up. We seen some big names in OTF get picked up. And it's being reported that OTF Jam, somebody who Durk held down in jail when he came home, blessed him $50,000, bought him a car, bought him a house. And according to the information we see, he been wearing a wire for years, and he got Durk on wiretap lining up a murder, a hit. So I want to start it off with Big Bro because you've been under this type of scrutiny throughout your career. And what's your thoughts on that?
This is my take on the Lil Durk, man, situation, man. I think from day one, the biggest get back Durk could have did for Lil Von in real life
was
take care of his kids. Take care of Lil Von's kids. Take care of his family. You know, that would have been the best success he could have ever did. But he let the internet troll him into putting him in the situation that he in today.
So the slide for Von comments, you feel like amplified this situation?
I believe they put the press game on it. And you got to remember this, though.
Break it down.
When you give a man 19, 20 years old, this is an example,
okay,
$500,000, you know at that age that man can't think his brain don't develop until he's 25.
Right.
So I really don't even blame Lil Durk for what he's going through right now. I blame the people that surround him.
Okay.
Anybody that's an adult, you know what I'm saying? Because they allowed that to happen. Because we got to realize, man, at that age, these kids, they really don't know. Especially when you put that kind of money in their lap.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. They're in the fast lane. They don't even know how to think.
Right.
So the people that allowed him to crash was the people that's guiding him. So I blame them before I blame the Durk. But at the end of the day, I feel like the biggest thing the Durk could have did for Lil Von was take care of his children, man.
Powerful.
That was the biggest success I did. He crashed. I'm not going to even say crashed. I don't know the situation. But I can say this, with the allegations that they have on him,
right?
He did the dummy.
Hippy, what you think?
Man, I feel like the streets is dead as it is, man. People got stuff like this going on. The code don't really matter no more. People doing whatever they feel like they want to do. You got people ratting on others, you know, and that's they people. You know what I mean? It's just like there's no respect, no loyalty in this no more. So it's just like everybody doing what they do now.
That's a fact. And just to add some more insight, it's being reported that Von made $18 million before he died. So basically his estate is set up. His children are set for life. So, you know, it kind of adds more credence to what Bro said because, you know, be there for his children, but financially they straight. Do you feel like him wanting his get back? Do you feel like he should have had a sense of forgiveness? Do you feel like he let the internet poison his mind? Because we watched him denounce gang activity, convert to Islam, get keys to the city, do certain things to distance himself from the street life. And allegedly, OTF credit cards was used to book flights and rental cars. So I'm going to ask Mr. Brookshire, is it possible that he can come home from this?
Oh, man. See, one thing about the federal government, after me doing 10 years, they're going to lie and book you. They're the biggest criminals in the world, man.
Understood.
The federal government is the biggest criminals in the world. If Durk come up for money, this is going to be only one way, man.
And how is that?
You're going to have to give up some names. That's how they work. I did time with them. I was doing a big conspiracy. I was facing murder and different things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And ain't no way out of that because they'll lie and jam you. You know what I'm saying? that's just the way they work. These are the biggest criminals in the world.
Right.
So, man, for Durk to come up under this,
you say you're going to close some cold cases.
To close some cold cases, man.
Oh, bro. Oh,
and I'm praying, and I'm on my knees praying for him because I know he don't have an idea. I know it's not his fault. No matter what nobody say, man, in reality, in real life, these are children that never was around the right kind of people, the right guidance.
Absolutely.
We are a product of our environment.
Absolutely.
At the bottom line, no matter how you see it, if you ain't got the right people around you with that kind of money, you're going to either die or go to jail. Especially when you come from poverty and gangbanging.
Right.
You got to have somebody around you to say, man, no, we're not going this way.
That's a fact.
We got to go this way. And you got to be demanded. Or you got to stop him in his tracks and say, either you're going to do it this way or I got to remove myself. Because I'm not going to be a part of you going to jail or dying out here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's just my take.
Good take. I got my boy Crip Dad, my boy Hippy, and we back. So the second topic we're going to go over today is the elephant in the room, trending topic, going down all over the world. 1,000 bottles of baby oil for the Zesselmania events that these boys be having. Before I say anything else, what does a man need with 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Answer that one right there.
Man.
Hippy, 1,000 bottles?
Bro, honestly, you can't go through one bottle. Come on now.
For sure. What you think about that?
Man, P. Diddy, man, he was on a mission. I just hate when people be like, man, did they really have $1,000 baby oil, man?
He had 1,000 bottles. He got caught with 1,000 bottles.
Well, you know, P. Diddy was on a mission, man.
What was his mission?
Man, shit.
Touch as many cakes as
1,000
possible.
motherfucking bottles of baby oil and with the shit they saying they had in the baby oil, man.
Liquid GHB.
I really want to ride for P. Diddy, man, but all the evidence they got against him, man, I can't fuck with him.
Now let's break down
I can't fuck
what
with
liquid GHB is and what it does. A very small amount of liquid GHB is going to incapacitate you. It lowers your heart rate to like a zombie status. You can hear and see everything that's going on, but you can't move. That's why GHB is dangerous. And if we do the math, for 1,000 bottles of baby oil is about 8 ounces. That's like 54 pounds of GHB. That's an automatic life sentence. That much GHB. Then he got arrested with defaced illegal firearms. When they arrested him, he had Tunchi, which is a mixture of ecstasy, food coloring, and if you under federal scrutiny and when they come to get you, you got that on you, well, where's your state of mind at?
Man, that nigga had an animalistic mind state.
Ooh.
P. Diddy had an animalistic mind state. Man, that nigga was the savage of the savages.
You see the video of him beating up old girl in the hallway?
Man,
What would happen if that was your daughter?
I would be in prison for the rest of my life.
Damn.
I really wanted to fight for P. Diddy, but after all the shit piled up on P. Diddy, he gave me no room.
Would you say it made it hard to defend him?
It ain't even a question. He had an animalistic mind state.
Hippy, what you doing with 1,000 bottles?
I'm not doing
And
nothing
more
with that.
than that,
That's wild to me,
the way
dog.
he kicked
Like,
that, I have a
you
deep
can't use that
appreciation.
much, bro. To have that many people at your spot, bro, with that much baby oil, something ain't right, man.
Something ain't right for sure.
Something ain't
For sure.
And for him to kick Cassidy like that,
Yeah.
like
Crazy.
she was a dog, man, that's somebody's daughter.
And he was in a towel.
That's somebody's
Straight
daughter.
came out in the hallway.
So, according to the feds, there was a male sex worker in the room while he was doing that, fighting her in the hallway.
Man.
He need to be prosecuted with Diddy, man. Because if it was a real man,
For sure.
a real gangster,
For sure.
he would have came out there, man, you can't, what did you do? That's just instant of a real gangster.
Absolutely. You know, violence against women and
Come
children
on, man, we ain't
is
tolerating that.
the biggest
Nowhere.
cowardly act you can pull.
Nowhere in the country.
I want to give you all another detail. According to the feds, Diddy is on camera in his own house assaulting a male sex worker. Think about that.
Man, Diddy a fruitcake. Man, Diddy a fruitcake, man. You see what he said?
What'd he say?
When he said, he told that boy, what was that boy? He told that boy, he said, daddy, some shit about daddy. He was on the, what was
I call
that?
it Meek Mill.
Meek Mill? Yeah.
Dream, yeah, Meek Mill.
Yeah, well, now to add more tech context to that, Like that's like some 80s, 90s New York activity, calling another man daddy and stuff like that.
Then he asked my boy 50 to take him shopping.
That's outrageous.
Man, 50 said, what? Man, you know going on? So, man, that nigga, man, I listen to him, man. That had an animalistic mind state.
Definitely.
I never seen nothing like P. Diddy. They should have put him in a cage.
He in one right now.
No, that nigga should have been in a dog cage with bones, with a motherfucking with a bowl right there, with a dog collar.
Actual
with the dog collars on, and they should have had P. Diddy like on the all four type shit, man. That was the truth when it came to dog pound. Oh my God. That nigga was serious.
He was serious.
He said, I want it all. Man, that nigga crazy.
Yeah, you know, he went through great lengths to get the man cave.
God
you know?
damn, man. P. Diddy was different.
He's passionate.
Was that nigga an animal though?
Bro.
A dog or something? What was that
passionate,
nigga?
man.
Freaky
Passionate.
nigga.
God damn. I never seen nothing like that, man. That nigga P. Diddy was a different kind of creature.
So I'm gonna ask y'all one more question. You show up to a party, exclusive event, and then Diddy comes out and asks you to turn in your cell phone. Because this is something that he does. We'll put the video in this footage. He's collected everybody's cell phone before they get on the boat to go party. Would you attend a party like that?
Right
on the
there.
water?
My antennas
the
would have
water.
went
Hell no.
up. My antennas would have went up right then.
They can't
If
take
I
your
was
phone,
a
bro?
No, you can't take my phone.
You ain't handing your phone over?
Hell no.
Hell
no.
Me neither.
What's the high? People party all the time.
I feel like any nigga
Exactly.
that went in that party got their phone took, that nigga was a freak too.
For sure.
Any nigga that let their phone get took and put in a bag, then your kids be calling and this person be calling, somebody be dying on the night, and you allowed a to take your phone?
And if you look at that footage, those girls look very young. And, you know, that's an element to his case that's brought him under very, very harsh scrutiny. Because apparently in the indictment, which is a sealed indictment, like the Epstein case, he flew a young lady who was under 18 on a private jet to come to a party, and him and a friend of his both had sex with her. So, spooky details, you feel me? People need to spend a lot more time monitoring their children, because if you don't, things like this could take place for sure. Welcome back, Straight Facts Podcast. I got my boy, Crip Dad. I got my boy, Hippy. It's your boy, Big Homie.cc, and now we're going to speak about something that's recently in the news. There's a gentleman by the name of Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, very, very popular clothing brand. You know, when Chief Keef went viral in Chicago, he made that very popular. A lot of people have been seen in Abercrombie. Now, he was recently indicted on sex trafficking charges and organizing events where young males were victimized, and this is another situation where male sex workers were flew in for these events. Now I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like this indictment is connected to the Diddy indictment? And I'm going to add one more thing. Now you know that in law enforcement, they got different divisions of people who investigate different things. So the human trafficking division has been busy lately. We've seen the indictment with the people from Disney down in Florida. We've seen Diddy's situation, and we see the Abercrombie situation. Now, in your experience, when law enforcement comes, when the feds come, what's the only way to beat them when they come?
Man, when the feds come to your door knocking, know that they got a caseload. The only, I mean, it's 99.9% conviction rate
For sure.
with the federal government.
For sure.
Check the statistics.
For sure.
The only way is two ways.
Break it down. Break it down.
You could do a 5K1 or you could do a 35 Rule B.
Now, can you explain to the people what that's gonna
The
be?
5K1 is you snitching through the door, come up with some information for them, woo woo. Some people try to play hard and go to trial, and then they get convicted, and then they come back and call the prosecutor, hey man, I can get you I can get you some trafficking,
Right.
I can get you this, or I can get you that. Contact a lawyer, tell your lawyer, can I get a Rule 35B?
Right.
That's a third party situation. You know what I'm saying? What they trying to say Big Meech pulled on.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So my thing is, there's only two ways dealing with the feds, because the feds gonna create something out of nothing.
Okay.
And in my time of doing the feds, which was 10 years,
Mm.
you don't need no connection with nothing. You can get caught with ghost dope, no dope at all.
Ooh.
Just somebody saying that he sold me some dope,
A witness.
and then indict you. Somebody said he got prostitution going on, and then indict you with no connection or nothing. This is how the feds work.
Interesting.
So, yes,
So
sir.
I'm gonna ask you one more thing. Is what Big Meech did considered snitching?
Ain't no question.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay.
You knew all this was going on. Come on, man. Yeah, you knew all this was going on. Because this your girl and this your guy.
Right.
There's no way that you didn't know none of this wasn't going on. That's a third party. It's called a Rule 35B.
Okay.
It's similar to yes, you knew.
I want to ask Hippy a question on here right now because we have different ages. We have a couple different generations up here right now on this podcast, Straight Facts. And explain to the people what your definition of snitching would be.
Honestly, bro, when you with somebody else and then you snitch on the crime that you did,
Okay.
you don't want to take the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Most people just don't want to take the time. They just straight up and like, no, I ain't finna do it, and just bounce out.
For sure. Okay. That's good to hear. Because, you know, a lot of times people associate snitching to the old lady in the window, watching people outside doing it, and she calling the police. Calling her a snitch is crazy to me. I don't agree with that. You see what I'm saying? That's a civilian.
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's your boy Big Homie .cc. I got my boy Crip Dad. I got my boy Hippy in the cut. Straight Facts Podcast. We working. So on this segment right here, this is definitely directed to my boy Hippy because, you know, legendary grower, you feel me, creator. Do you feel like that legalizing weed is helping or hurting communities?
Oh, it's helping for sure.
Explain it, break it down.
It's basically like, you know, you got your THC, you got your myrcene that's in there, you got your terpenes. That's helping people in reality.
What does myrcene do?
Myrcene basically helps with any pain that you have.
Aha.
So that's taking away arthritis pain. That's taking away anything. Back pain,
Right.
whatever you can think of.
Facts.
But, you know, you got people who's running these corporations that don't know anything about weed, and then they're just putting the money in. So you got these big, you know, white people, bro, just tons of bread, and they putting it into these companies, and it's like, you know, they just making money. They don't care about what's in it, what nutrients. They're doing pesticides that's hurting people.
Okay.
It's not natural.
Right. I'm glad you said that. So, let's say, because, you know, here in Vegas, it's legal for you to grow 6 plants.
Mhm.
So let's say somebody is having chronic arthritis pain. What strain do you suggest for them to grow?
Good sativa.
Ooh.
A good sativa for sure.
So break down the difference between sativa and indica.
Sativa gonna get you, man. It's gonna get you on that up and up. You know, you're gonna be feeling great. You're gonna be feeling loose, ready to go. And then you're gonna have your indica that's gonna put you to sleep.
For sure.
You know, you're going to sleep after that.
That OG.
Yes, sir.
So people been saying that a lot of weed is sprayed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with that?
Absolutely. I know a couple companies that do that out here.
So what are they spraying it with?
They're spraying it with like just what you would use in a garden. You know, stuff that's harmful.
Okay.
Not for the plant, but for us.
Okay.
You know, you got stuff where
Pesticides, stuff like that.
they're not curing the weed and there's chlorophyll in there or something like that. You know, it's all unhealthy.
Okay. So, Bibber, I want to ask you a question. When you was coming up, what was they smoking in that era? What was getting rolled up? What was they rolling up in? What they was smoking?
Just Reggie, Cess.
Reggie.
Reggie, Cess, Indo. You know
What's Cess? What's that?
Just a regular weed. But when I was growing up, I ate this shit. We didn't have no whole nother names to that.
Y'all ain't had no backwood?
We ain't had no, we had top
Phillies.
papers. We had top papers. And we
Papers?
No
boy.
blackwoods, what you call it, backwoods, zigzags. All that. We didn't have all this shit y'all got going on nowadays. Right now, we put some weed in there and we got you high and got you high. We didn't have no names and all that extra. It was just called indoor, I guess. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Hippy, what you rolling up in? What you rolling up with?
Man, I got the trippy Hippy OG. You know, it's my own custom strain. We've been in R&D for about 7 years.
Where can they get it at? Where can they get it?
Ain't gonna be able to find that yet, but we working on it.
Okay. You got the trippy Hippy OG, old bro. So, my last question, and we gonna get a little deep because recently I was just in Portland, Oregon. And in Portland, Oregon, they decriminalized and they defunded police.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking through downtown Portland and I'm watching guys make hand-to-hand meth sales. They homeless population, wild. They tent cities, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And a person said to me that how they started doing was smoking weed. And according to university studies, Stanford and at the University of Washington, they say that high potency THC is the leading cause for the onset of schizophrenia. How do you feel about that? For people who don't know, schizophrenia is a psychoactive disorder where you hear voices, you see things that don't exist. So you see somebody outside yelling and screaming at the tree, they see something we don't see. What do you think about that?
I think people just got an addictive personality at the end of the day. Like, it's a mind game when it comes down to it, man. When you smoking weed, like, either you want to keep smoking what you're smoking or you want to go to that next level. And that's what most people do. Most people do go to the next level because they chasing a high.
Right.
Because, you know, you can only get so high, man, off of weed, and all of a sudden, it's like, where do you go?
You ever had an edible, had a bad trip?
I used to make edibles that had a bad trip. I ate a whole tray of brownies that was sitting in my kitchen.
What, you eat the whole tray?
It was 8,000 milligrams. I tell you that much. I tripped out.
What happened? What explain your experience.
Basically, I'm going to say the homie was knocking at the door for about an hour and yelled at me as soon as I opened it. It was like, I've been knocking at the door. I've been knocking at the door. You ain't hear nothing? I'm like, no, I ain't hear nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Off camera, Big Bro was explaining how he don't respect people who cannot support their own habit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the wildest thing you seen somebody do while
Big.
they came and asked you to borrow something? What happened? Break it down.
See, my thing is with this drug thing, man. If you don't, whatever you do, I don't judge people because I've been there.
Okay.
If you doing it, if you can support your habit, got a car, taking care of your family, got your home, got everything going good, and you doing what you do. But the minute you ask somebody to borrow something, you can pay them back Tuesday, then nigga lose my number.
It sounds like you speaking from experience right now.
Yeah, I'm speaking from definitely experience. Cause see, I've been on and all that back in my time, and I never asked a nigga for a quarter.
Understood.
You can't find in 52 years of my life the nigga from any street, any block, any hood that say I asked him to borrow something or anything. Because I'd rather die first. I just feel like that's humiliating.
Understood.
If you on drugs, support your habit.
Right. Or quit.
Or leave it alone. I had a person call me and ask me to borrow some money for some. I said, that's a sign of let it go. That's the sign of let it go. And he got upset because I said, man, I'm a true friend.
Right.
A true friend gonna tell you finna drown.
Yeah.
He said, but I don't do that much. But you do because you begging.
Facts. Now, you had mentioned you had did time in federal prisons. Were people smoking weed in there?
Weed, heroin.
How was they smoking it?
Man, you can get this. You see this thing right here?
Yeah.
That's $30. You roll that up, be high as a motherfucker.
What they rolling it up in?
They roll up anything. They can roll up shit up in toilet paper. They don't give a fuck.
They smoking toilet paper?
But no, they had guys bringing top papers.
Okay.
And all that type of shit. But you can take this much weed right here, what they paying for $50, and be the same high. For some reason, people this is a mind thing. Because I smoked some weed. I was so wanting to smoke weed so bad, I smoked a fingernail. But they charged me $30. I had for 2 days.
What?
I'm just saying, figure speed. I'm saying you be high as a
You sure that
motherfucker.
wasn't K2?
Nope. Oh, they had K2. Yeah, they had
What
K2.
that do? What that do?
They K2.
You laughing.
Hey!
He must have saw something.
Hey!
You know what that
K2
is?
had me frozen. I grabbed my knife. All that
You
shit.
had to up the joint?
Man, they grabbed K2 had me grab my motherfucking knife. I said, this is y'all. Who coming? I made this y'all.
Damn.
I grabbed my motherfucking blinky, man. It started just strapped up there. They started fighting little security. Security.
Finna have Lord and them getting on somebody else.
That motherfucker K2 had motherfucking thing. Everybody finna cover that son of a bitch. Yeah.
Never.
I grabbed my knife on that K2. I ain't fucking that K2 shit, man.
Leave the K2 alone.
Leave that K2 alone in the joint. Because you get instantly paranoid. And if you're a gangster and you really pushing that shit, you ready to kill yourself.
Let us know in the comments y'all experiences with synthetic weed. You feel me? If y'all ever seen somebody tripping out on the K2, let us know. Talk to us. Talk to us.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Get on up out of here. Thank y'all for coming joining us. Tell the people where they can find y'all. Hippy, go ahead. Break it down.
Hey, man. Go ahead and look up The Real Hippy G on Instagram and check out the music, Hippy Graphics. You can check it out anywhere, man.
My boy will get wild, too.
Oh, yeah. Me and Big Homie got something coming real soon, man.
EP going to drop.
Oh, yeah. Real soon. It's going to be fire.
Go ahead, big bro.
Free my son, Crip Mac. Y'all can find me on YouTube. Crip Mac Dad, Brookshire Mafia, Stacy Brookshire. You can find me on Instagram, Stacy.Brookshire. Instagram. You can find me on TikTok, Crip Mac Dad. You can find me on Facebook, Stacy Brookshire. I'm out here.
It's your boy Big Homie.cc. Shout out to the Look Who Studios team. Always coming through. Excellent production, professionalism, top notch. We've been getting busy. A lot of episodes going to be dropping. We've been working hard for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and supporting. And we're going to catch y'all next time. We gone.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.